Okay, let me share my screen. Just let me know if you are not able to see my presentation deck or not.
It's visible on my screen.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm really excited to share all the experience with you guys. Okay, and thank you very much for giving me opportunity and to share my experience. So today here we all are gathered together to learn. So as I said, right, the start is more important, and we are all here are learner, including the me. So don't say like think like I'm expert, something like I'm also over a period of keep learning and improvising things. And we are going to share a lot of things and exchange things what I have done so far, based on my experience, how I'm creating things, what are the media I'm using it, etc. etc. Right. So welcome to the session that how to create a content. And thanks for the AWS User Group Nepal to bringing this platform to all the newbies so they can also start their journey in content creation and sharing the knowledge with across the community. So let me just introduce myself quickly. I'm Avinash Shashikant Dalvi. I work as a senior software engineer at Eagleview India. It's a product-based company based out of the US. I am having a portfolio at AWSCommunity, and I write a blog. Okay. I'm writing the blog from almost my 12 years, like similar like my career time before the colleges to in college time also. I used to write some small blog, but that was a very early time. Like, okay. And along with the writing the blog, I'm a AWS community builder and one of the supporting co-organizer for Docker Bangalore meetup. I also participate in many conferences, event as a volunteer. Okay. And being a software developer, I work on the full stack one. I have created backend software and the cloud also. But I'm really fond of the like exploring the new things, learning new things, and researching new things. And if you see my titles, right, I'm really have a believer in learning together and going together. So whatever content I created, I thought, okay, that will be help at least 1% people that will be really get great help from them. Okay, that's what the believer is that that not focusing on the on the how much view, how much like, but how the content is helping other. That's about myself. So we'll just start on the our exciting session. So before we start and into that, right, what we will cover it. I just put here the simple graphics here, like thinking about, okay, what should I do? How to create it, right? There are a few questions around it when you start on the content, right? Or like the first will be, why should I create a content? Okay. How will I get the ideas? Okay. What I will do? Where I will publish the content? Which are the platforms are there? Okay, and which are the tools are available to create the content, like which are the tools can help me to create a content. So these are the questions generally comes whenever you think about when to or like what to create content or how to create a content, right? So we'll walk through on the each of the questions and that part, and I'll help you on that particular thing, answer that particular questions on there. So let's first look at the first question. Why should I create a content? Now first point is very clear, like it's learning. When I say learning, right? So whatever we do, like whether we study, whether we or read anything, or we watch anything, or we try anything, that's all are depend upon the learning side. Okay. So whatever content we are going to create it, keep in mind that it should be always focused on the first part is the self-learning because it's over a period of time we keep improvising ourselves. Okay, as I said, everyone will be learner till we have our life, right? So no one is expert. We keep improvising ourselves. So major motto of the creating content should be a self-learning. Second will be self-reflection. When I say self-reflection, right? So take an example of that. You are doing something, creating a, maybe you're sharing something experience, either it by success, either it can be failure or something like that. And you have created content on the particular that story, maybe experience, either by blog or either by video. And when you look back that particular content after so many years or so many months or something, right? You always feel good about it because you always look back, say, okay, I have did something great, which like now because of that reason, I am a better version of myself. Okay. That's how we look at, right? So it's like a mirroring ourselves. Okay. What was I was there now when where I am currently. So self-reflection is the one of the another important aspect of the why should we create the content. Feel free to drop the question in chat box. We will answer it end of the session. Third will be help others. Yes, obviously, that's the another important part of the why should we create a content. Whatever content we will create it should be helpful content based on our experience, and people should able to get help from that content. So like it's like a helping other. So what is a community? Like community is like kind of sharing our experiences, sharing our learning across the multiple people, across the group or the people. That's how the community building works. Community doesn't have that who is the head, who is the top, who bottom, or any other position doesn't work like that. Whatever people will learn, whether it's the like younger, whether it's elder, they will keep helping people other and sharing time. That's how the helping other is one of the important part of the why should we create the content. Fourth one is a self-improvement. I think that is already covered in learning and self-preparation, but I really want to again highlight this point is like we always, I think you might have already seen also a lot of the maybe Instagram reel or YouTube short or some motivational video, right? They always talk about, right? Be a better version of yourself. Okay. The meaning of that, today what you are here, you should be a next version of your when you look back tomorrow. That's how the improvement work. So I'll tell example, right? When I started creating the content, maybe specific to the blog, I started with the just writing, okay, what I learned step by step. That's how. Then I keep like observing the other people, how they're writing the blog, like what other aspect they're focusing on that particular part. Then I thought of, okay, why can't we write the blog, similar kind of thing, where exactly this learning start, maybe some creating story around it, and then you explain the problem. After the problem, what step you've taken, and then the conclusion, kind of this format. Okay, I tried with the experiment and somehow it working it. So most of my blog generally based on like starting with some storyline, like where these ideas came or what is the background behind this idea or writing the content, and then explaining the problem. Then people will also correlate your content. Oh, maybe I will be in some same situation, or maybe I was in the same situation. Now let me look at this solution and try it out, something like that. And that's help the people, right? And that's how our self-improvement. We should improve ourselves over a period of time by looking at the other, by observing the other, how they are doing it, or maybe looking at our content itself and improvising our content way of representing, way of the creating. Okay. This is how the why should we create the content. Anyone has any questions on this? Okay, we are good. Next is what type of content we should create. Actually, there is a like lengthy list, okay, but can be done by multiple ways. So these are the list of the content method I have put it, what I follow and what most of the people also follow. One will be blogging. Okay. Earlier, you used to have a like you have to create a domain or some maybe purchase a domain and then host on some server and finalize some some hosting or website template and all this. This was the headache was there earlier time, but now things have changed. We have a lot of the medium are available to write a blog. Like you might Monia know also, there is a Hashnode platform, there is a Medium platform, there is a dev.to platforms are available, and there are many more platforms available, which is free of cost. You don't need to create your domain. You just have to create your account and you start creating the content. And there is already community already there, which will be keep reading it. And there is already, they have a mechanism to market your contents also. Okay. So the first part is like kind of thing, you can focus on the creating a blog. Blog is the one of the like most beautiful things also, right? Is always what you check on last slide is right self reflection part. So whatever we write, okay, I think okay, let's take an example of another example of like um, uh, writing your own diary. Like when you day pass, right? You always write, okay, how was my day, or what I did today, what was the failure today, what I learned today, right? So we're writing a diary, right? So blog, you can be a kind of a digital diary for us. And that diary can be published to the public, and public can also take a benefit of your learning, and you can also take a benefit of your experiences. That's how the blog works. Second will be creating the YouTube videos or short. Okay. I think these are the all trending things, either maybe and like when you're learning something, right? Maybe a cloud or any other programming language or any other different soft skills also. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, whether you're expert or not, try to put out that content in video format. Okay, how you learn, what the challenges you face, and how you overcome, and put into the video format. Okay, that will help you and others also. So don't worry about the creating of videos, like what will be challenges, and don't worry about the quality of also. Even if you don't have a camera, good camera or good sound system to recording, don't worry about it. Whatever you have, start with that. Over a period of time, you will keep improvising things, and you will keep adding the new tools based on the how you go there. So don't worry about it. Whether even if you don't have a good camera, good sound system, good backgrounds also, but start. Let's start something. What you learning it, and based on learning, keep sharing that particular part. Second will be Stack Overflow answer. Okay, I think many of you already in tech might know this Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow is one of the forum platform where the people comes and ask the question, and that questions will can be answered by the community people or expert people. So these are the one of the part also where you can create the content, and that content will have a more visibility. Also, they have a reputation. Whatever the answer you will put, if the answer is accepted, you will get some score, and that score will keep increasing over a period of time, and then will keep contributing to the particular medium, right? So go to the Stack Overflow, find out the right uh, area where you want to focus. Is like an example, if you want to focus on the AWS cloud, if you want to focus on specific Docker, Kubernetes, or any PHP technology, Python, Angular, figure out, okay, which area you would like to contribute, or you would like to create a content on that. So content creation should not be always like a create content from scratch. It can be somebody is asking the question and you are helping them by writing your answer. That also one of the content creation part. Don't worry about that part. Figure out your areas in your Stack Overflow, find out the question, and then you answer the question a particular part. Even if that question doesn't know about it, try to learn it and try to get answer on that particular part. Fourth one, GitHub repository or the GIF. So if you're building some tools, or if you're creating some documentation, or maybe some of the code snippet which you help or you got somewhere, now you wanted to keep it somewhere where you will find out later in the future or something, right? the best way to keep that particular helpful note and the code snippet in the GitHub repository or the Git. Create a repository, dump your that code snapshot or code example, and keep it a public repository. So people will also get help from the your repository, and you will also know that okay, these are things I have done that. If in future again the same kind of code I required, I can go back to my repository and pick the code and come back. So Git repository or maybe the Git snippet also you can do. Like example, you're writing one SQL query or writing some small number of code, which you want to keep it as a record. You can go, don't want to create a repository particular, just go to the Git, create the Git one. Git is one of the tools in the GitHub where click on the Git and click the snippet, save as a name, and you can put the which technology belongs to that particular snippet, and you can put the tag and keep it a public one. So make sure that whatever content you're creating, right, that should be public one. Okay, that's how we help other. When you keep it public, the other people will also get help from your content. Fifth one, it is not last one. There are, as I said, right, there are many ways to create a content. Instagram reel or short, that is YouTube short. Okay, like you might have seen the not only the video recording or good nature recording or dance recording is the way to reel. Even if you're learning any technical things also, you can share in the reel format or short format. Whatever you're learning it, either by correlating with the existing real life example or by explaining that by line, you can create the content. There are many already existing Instagram content creator or YouTube short creator, which are doing very good in the technical domain. They're spreading a lot of the knowledge, like example, what is the Docker, how to do it, how it can relate to the existing real life example, everything they are trying to do that. So don't worry about it. When you're creating a content, the content is already exist. Why should I create it? Don't worry about it. You always focus on that. This content is your self-reflection, is for your self-improvement, and maybe 1% or maybe 0.5% people get help from your content. So focus on the content creation. Content creation is always a great way to share knowledge, great way to improve yourself. That's not about the what kind of content we can create. Now, next is where we can create it. Just a second. Yeah, sorry. Now, how we'll get the ideas? Okay, because sometimes we always don't have a learning, right? Or something like. So that question will be the common. Even I got the question, like, because if I keep writing, after someday I'll get okay, empty. Now nothing is there in me idea to what to create it, right? But I have found some way to get the idea. Based on my experience, I have listed here those ideas part. Okay. So one is important, or not important, but that idea is like stack workflow question. I always looking for the question which I don't know. And I pick that as an opportunity, as a question, and challenge myself to learn that particular question and try to get that answer. This way, there are two benefits. I will learn something new and I will help other by solving that question. So the content has a multiple benefit, not only one or two, right? So look at the Stack Overflow question, pick up the question you would like to learn it in your area, expertise area, or maybe a new area. Don't worry about it. Pick up the question and start learning that particular question and get the answer. That's how we can get the ideas from the Stack Overflow. Similarly, the Quora also. If you look at the Quora, I can see many people are still not aware about many things. Okay, because Quora is a very generalized platform, not that only tech friendly, right? It is generalized platform to across all the tech and combination of non-tech. So there are many questions we will get in the Quora from the technical people and from the non-technical people also. You can find out the right question, get that opportunity, learn it, or if you know this already answer, then answer, submit the answer, and you can take that particular opportunity to create your blog or create your own YouTube video, and then you can have an idea to create the content. So these two are a platform where I generally got many questions, and most of my content or rely on those questions. That's how this idea actually come across it, and I keep following. Now, third is a self-learning. That's generally like whatever we learn in our normal day-to-day work, professional work, or maybe a school, college work, or maybe something you find out. That would what self-learning, right? Try to convert that particular learning into the content, blog, your video, reel, talk, whatever the medium you will comfortable, do it. That is self-learning. Now, fourth one is picking keyword from meetups, conferences, event. That's so another important part. How do we get new learning or what to learn, right? If you're attending the any meetup, monthly meetup or weekly meetup, conferences, tech conferences, event, not only tech conferences, any other non-tech conferences, right? You might have go frequently or virtual conferences also. Look at all the content which the speaker are presenting. Try to pick up the keyword from their slide or maybe their wording. And note down that wording keyword somewhere in a notepad, somewhere in your mobile notepad, somewhere. And when you come back home, look at the keyword and try to find out the keyword and say, okay, now I want to pick this keyword. I want to learn it. Example, I'll tell you, I was in one of the conference where there is a Amazon new service has launched, which I was not aware about it. I picked that, okay, let me take that keyword and do the learning. I came back home. I started exploring that particular services. After servicing, I did a try on that particular part. And after trying it, I wrote a blog. Yeah, anyone has a question? Okay, thank you. So that way we can get a new way of creating content. So picking the keyword from the meetup, conference, and event, and even if you have a normal gathering also, right? Normal tech gathering also where friends come together and they chit chat or they brainstorm on some very new trend technology, new trend industry, right? Pick up the word, grab the word. So be attentive to wherever you go. Be attentive to whoever you meet. Your eye, your ear will be always be attentive to pick that keywords, and you make sure you know that keywords. That's how it will help you to get the ideas to create the content. And the fifth one is peer learning. That is what when you meet the people, right? When you gather with friends or go to the meetup, people talk on the multiple subject. People talk on the new things also, what they are working in their organization, what they are doing it, and that's when they are exploring something. Or you might also explore something, and you're doing okay. I'm in my organization. I'm working on so and so, and this is very quite interesting for part. Like accordingly, they will also pick the keyword from you, and that's how the peer learning works. And I mark my word, peer learning is one of the best way to learn and grow your career. No one can like help you like learning from the like from your peer. Okay, so these are the way to get the idea, and hopefully that idea you will also get help from this idea. And this is how to get the ideas. Yeah. I think this is already explained, but there's a different question like where to publish it, right? What to create a content and where to publish. Both are similar. Okay. Where to publish is like you can have a medium.com, you can have a hashnote.com, you can have a dev2.com, sorry, not dev2.com, dev.to. There are many other platforms also provide a free blogging platform. You can subscribe to their channel and start creating content. Okay, and that's how we can do it, particular part. YouTube, you already know that. Taco, I just explained part, GitHub repository. There also you can start contributing and creating a content there and keep sharing the public. The people will also get a benefit of it. And obviously Instagram reel and short the way of the creating. Okay. This is how the actually where we can put our content. And I also follow similar kind of thing. Whatever content I do, I try to create a like YouTube, I try to create a GitHub repository, I try to create an Instagram reels on that particular part, and that's how it actually works. But when you're creating content and when you're using the Instagram reels or short or YouTube video, let's observe what people are doing it, how they are building it, how they are making the content, what extra thing they're doing it can be attentive, because we should be always be an improvement towards the creating content. Whatever we are doing it now, it should be a next version of your in future. That's how we should improve ourselves creating content. Now, which are the tool which you can use it, right? There are many tools which is available. Like, so when you're creating content, it always comes in a one question like, I have to create a design. I have to create a design for a poster. I have to design for the social media, or I have to create a video, right? So I think many of you know also that Canva is one of the best platform. It's a free for the people like us, where you can have a plenty of designing template, plenty of designing video format. You can pick up the any of the design and template video, and you can start from scratch. If you have a good visualization power, how to design, how to pick the color, what are the component you can use it, feel free to use that your own blank templates also. But Canva is one of the best thing. Mark my word, I'm using this from last 12 years and I'm really happy with using this Canva. Most of my blog videos and posters are come from the Canva. Even many of the AWS community event also we do the Canva designing also. And there's nothing like that. We have to be expert on designing. There are a lot of components are already there which we can utilize and build it very fast. Second one is the VN editor. These are also free tools for the video editing, creating the video content, where we'll have a different uh, effect, zoom effect, blurring effect, creating text effect, um, cropping the effect. There are many effects are available in VN editor. If you already have a Mac already has built inbuilt iMovie. But if you don't have a Mac, don't worry about it. In a mobile also, you can create your VN editor. You can do it. Nothing like a hard, fast, and rocket science for that. See, recently in one of the Kubernetes community event, right? I was managing the social media there. On the spot on the mobile, I created the VN using the VN editor videos and the promotional videos like the day one, how the people are coming in like that. That's how the easy that tool. VN editor is a really good tool to create a video, and there are templates also available, and many people have put this a lot of the tips and tricks to use an editor, and YouTube videos are available. Like if you find out any of the sample on Instagram reels or YouTube short, okay, you can just put the words like that, how to create this is the effect on YouTube. You will get a list of the YouTube training video on the VN editor, and so don't worry about that. You need to have expertise using the VN editor. It is also easy to use the video. Third one is the pixel.com. Pixel.com is where you get the royalty videos, where if you want any background video or something which is already defined, right? And you want to use that video where there is no copyright issue will be there, you can always use the pixel.com to get your videos. You need to sign in using your email address, and then you can download your free videos there based on the keyword what you search in. Motionarray.com is to get the free audio. Sometimes you have to use your background audio, right? Or with some effect to be have on your content. Okay, that audio you can get it from the Motion Array. Motion Array is a combination of free and paid, both audio, but they have large data for the free audio where you need to sign in and you can get the free audio from there. And that also the royalty free audio. So don't worry about the copyright content also from Motion Array. Both the pixel.com and Motion Array audio are royalty free, but make sure that while you're downloading, there's an option always the premium and free. Make sure you are downloading the right free video only, not using the the premium one. Next one is the Flaticon. Flaticon is where you get a plenty of icons. Okay, you can find out the many icons which you required to put in your slide, you put in your content, you put it on the video, put it on the blog, anywhere you can use that Flaticon icon. It's free to use it. Okay, there is a limit on the without signing. If you sign in, you can have an unlimited download, and there are also paid and free are there. So make sure you're using the free one. Same for the freepik.com. If you need any background pictures or any relevant to your content, right? Feel free to use the freepik.com to download your background images or any vector image if you want. That also available in the Freepik. Freepik also paid and free both. Make sure when you're searching it, you are filtered with the free videos and whatever the content type you want, whether it's icon, a vector, or background images, you can filter out based on that. And accordingly, your content can be filtered out. Next one is the Zoom for creation of recording video. See, if you don't have a paid tools for the video recording, don't worry about it. See, I am using the Zoom for creation of my videos, YouTube video. I generally log into self-login in the meeting. I start recording it, and then after recording, I edit on the iMovie or video editor, and then I publish it. So Zoom is a free up to 40 minutes, right? So there is a hack. Even if you have more than 40 minutes also, you stop it. You end your meeting, you create a new meeting, and then you merge the both video. Accordingly, you can have a more than 1 hour of videos. So don't worry about it. Zoom is a wet way, and it actually gives a good quality video recording that you can help you to create a recording of video with screen recording also. So no need to use your browser extension for screen recording or any other paid one. Use Zoom. That's the best way to do it. Next one is the trainer.com. Trainer.com is for the generally used for the meme. Most of the memes are available there. All GIFs are there. If you want to use any GIF in your blog, in your videos, or in your presentation, feel free to use the trainer.com. Trainer.com has a vast data. Like if you want to thanking note, if you want to how to do it, a demo word, right? Everything is available there, and you can use it and download a free of cost. Next one is the mirror.com and .io. Because you need to sometimes create some design documentation or maybe architecture diagram or maybe some flow of your explanations, right? How to create all this part. So for that, you can always use the mirror.com or .io. These are the free tools to create. And also they have all the icons available from the AWS, from Azure or Google, or whatever it is, right? All the icons are available. You can just search the icon. That icon, you can use it in a Miro or .io. And that's how the diagrams work. And you can download a particular diagram from there. And this is still the endless list, and there are many more tools are there. You can find it on Google, but these are the list which I compile from my experience and what I'm using currently. So you feel free to use this tool and not to worry about it. Like these are the tools are best tools to use, create your content and start with you. So don't worry about how to create it, what to create it, and where to create it, which tool to use it. These are the really helpful things which you can start create now only. That's about this session. I am open to a question. If you have any question, I'll be really helpful to answer your that. You can connect me on this, you can scan my QR code, or maybe my handle is mentioned in the slide of the bottom at @AvinashDavi_, or you can scan your QR code, you will land it to my social link, and feel free to connect with me. I'll really help, like excited to help you guys to creating content, and I'm now open to the question. Anyone has a question? Feel free to open the questions. No problem on that. Don't worry about it. Like,
Avinash.
yes,
So I have
Sushmita.
the calculation.
I mean, I really love this session. So I have a question. So I tried making content on food and also tried, I mean, making some reels on the Instagram, but I struggle with the engagement process. So can you please help me with the engagement process? Like, how do I engage the audience and how do I gain the followers with the right, with the right people?
Okay. Yeah. So there is nothing like a formula to do it, because I am also not able to get anything right. But see, focus on the content. Okay. And keep observing what people are doing it. See what best thing they are doing it. What tool I can accommodate. Because and in social media, there is no formula, okay, which content will rock. Sometimes one content can be went viral also. Okay. To be frank on that part, some of the content which I did not like what I created, but that gone viral. And some of the content which I really like and which is really helpful, I did not get any like more than 200 views also. So don't run behind getting the views. That's my opinion and recommendation to you. Focus on the content creation. See, the at the end, the intention should be helping the people and helping yourself to improvise yourself. Automatically, the followers automatically likes and the view will start following your content. Okay, that's for the philosophy. I use it. So I don't have a right formula to explain it because I'm also not great content creator. But this is the one thing I can recommend you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you just speak again?
So, can you hear me now?
No, no worry. I do one thing. You can type it here so we can answer it. Meanwhile, anyone has any other question? I think, yeah, Sarika has put the question. Let me just read out. I tried writing a blog on Medium, Hashnote as well, but blogs on Medium always seem to be better than Hashnote. Is something I'm missing out? No, you are not missing out anything because each platform work differently. Each platform SEO engine work differently. Okay, I'll give an example. I'm writing a blog on Hashnote from long time. I recently, almost 3 years back, I started putting the cross content on the Dev2, where I got a lot of the more. So I crossed the 1 lakh of view earlier than the Hashnode and Medium. Okay. So it depends upon the which platform, how they're good in the community part, how they're doing the marketing part. So don't worry about it. It can matter. It can differ that particular part. Focus on that, whatever content you're doing. You can figure out one medium as your own domain and you can cross platform to the other one. So example, I'll tell you, I'm having a domain called internetkatta.com, which is hosted on the hash node. So first time I put a blog on that, and then I cross post on the medium.com and dev2.com. So you can also follow the same thing. If you have own domain also, you can do that. If you don't have a domain also, no problem on that. You can have a one primary like a blog link on the other hash node or medium, and you can cross post to the other one. And make sure when you're cross posting it, canonical link is important. Canonical link is important because it shows that which is the primary source of this information. So every platform has the way to link your primary source of blog. Like Medium has that, and Dev2 also has that. Hope I answer your query. Anyone questions? We still have a time, so feel free to open up your question. No worry. Okay, so your question is there any way to polish the writing if I'm going to for the blog post? I also have a problem editing the videos. Okay. Yes, polishing blog, you can always use first your blog. I think Hashnode already giving a self suggestion and grammatical correction. They already integrate a platform of the grammatical correction. So you can use that. If you don't not using Hashnode, also not worry about it. You can use the doc, Google Doc or Microsoft Doc, where they have already integrated the self suggestion part. And the way to polish it and way to how to decide on titles, right? You have to keep observing how people are that are doing it, because that's why I also follow. I see what people are putting the content, how they're putting it, how they're drafting it, how they're deciding on the titles, right? Everything can be observed. See, you will become an expert over a period of time by observing the others, what they are doing it, and based on that, you can do it. So how to polish your writing? It's the observation. Keep observing the other and keep whatever you're doing today, try to make something better than what you're writing today. So if you're writing today the blog on like step by step, what to do, how to do, like to do, try to see the next blog better way. Maybe create a story around it, and then you start your problem or something like that. You can try it out. Second question you have on, I also have a problem editing a video due to my hearing issue. So what problem you have in editing video is like you are not able to use any editing tools or something like that. Yes, I can't even hear anything. I can't edit what I want to edit. Okay, okay. I think that's for that reason what I can say. I'm not having idea on that. Maybe you need to have some devices which can help you to convert that particular thing in a text. Because there is a tool also called which convert your video into the text format. So whatever you are talking in a video, right, that can convert to the text format, and you can read out whether that all the recording has been done properly or not. But there are many other ways also we need to talk to the very expert on the particular part, how to do it. Another question I have, if I'm writing the blog, if the content is already created by someone else, how can I do it? What copying them? Okay. One thing we should always make sure we should not copy anyone of content. Okay. That's a really, really wrong practice. Okay. You can refer, you can read the content and try to write with your own language. You should have that uniqueness of your own. Okay, you should have your identification from your side. So don't anytime don't copy as it is or anything, just copy paste and nothing. Don't do that. Okay, that's a wrong practice. You write, somebody did it, you writing it, you read it. Okay, you learn something from that. Then you tried also. So you might have tried, while trying it, you might face some issue, right? Try to put in your blog that give a uniqueness to your blog when even if you're same topic. Because when you're learning it, you might have not understand one topic in a blog. you might have gone to the another link to find out a particular small para. Okay, add that into your content also. This is how the people will also help. If something is missing in a particular blog, they will also get to know that. So try to be uniqueness about yourself and be own style. Don't try to go to the copy of other one. I hope I answer your query. Any more question? I'm just pasting my YouTube channel also. You can take a look into that, what I'm trying to do it. Okay, how I'm creating a short also. Okay, and when you're trying to create a content, try to be seen like, see, even if you're creating technical content, right? Try to relate a technical thing into a real life example and correlate it and put your content in that format. And people will also correlate that particular content and they can easily get it. Okay, so this is my channel. You can see that particular thing. I think Simran, we are good. I think no more question. We have it.
All right, yeah. I think we
Okay, I
can.
think there is one more question from the animator.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can take that.
I saw the few YouTube video when people are making the content about the programming. So when they do that, they do also share their screen as well their face in the screen at the same time. How to do that? Yes. There are multiple tools are coming in. There is a OBS is a one of the OBS Studio is a one of the tool, but that required a little bit high configuration laptop because OBS take a lot of RAM one. But I'll recommend another part, right? Don't hurry in doing the better way. I also tried doing it. So Canva, if you go to the Canva has the option called presentation and recording also, where your face will also come in a circular format. Okay. And your presentation will also come along with that. So accordingly, you can do it. Okay. But OBS has a very good tool, and there are other tool which is paid one. I will not recommend it now, but let's start with some small thing. Or even if you can use a Zoom, that also one of the great part. Okay, so start with the Zoom. Zoom also has you can decide okay which theme in a Zoom, right? There is an option called View. In a View, there is an option like how to sit it. Like in one window, you can put your what you can say screen, and one window you can put your video. Accordingly you can put particular time and go with the Zoom also, go with the Canva also. Don't worry about it. Okay. OBS, you want me to type over the OBS Studio? This is open source tool. Yes, we can showcase our face on while Zoom screen. There is options in there. You can always choose that particular option. So when you log into Zoom, right, there is an option in the top right side view, which you have to use it. There is a speaker view, there is a gallery view, and there is a image view also. Accordingly, you can select it particular part. With only one device, like only one computer. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it with the one computer. But also, I will recommend it to the Canva presentation and the recording option also. I will just give you the link of there. Okay, can go to the next one. Yeah, this also you can use it. So you can take an example of how that can show. So this is a one video which I recorded in the Canva presentation and recording part, where you can see the bottom, the circular, my face is showing there, how I'm talking also. Okay, I just pinged the link of that particular YouTube video. You can have an idea, okay, how exactly work. And I'm also yet to explore the how people are expert people are already doing it, like they are talking it in a full videos and the content also going and all that. But anything if I come across, I will share with you guys. So feel free to connect me on my social media. I can do that. How to monetize our content? Yes. So to monetize your content, it requires some specific limit. I think YouTube has a limitation. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to complete 4,000 viewing hours in your YouTube video, or your YouTube short should have a 1 million of view in a 90 days. That's was the criteria. Similar, the Reels also has that some content, like you should have some I think 10K followers and each video should have a 10K views accordingly. How many video can we have in YouTube? There is a no limit and no frequency set. Okay, you can have a multiple video, but try to be a consistent. If you're starting a YouTube video or Instagram, right? Consistency is the key part. If you don't have a consistent, your subscriber will start falling down also. Okay, so you have to consistent. You can put down some frequency like weekly or monthly, or maybe if you're creating multiple content. So be a consistent while publishing your video. YouTube also block us from uploading content if we have more content or less follower. No, YouTube don't block it. YouTube only send a notification you think whenever there is a copyright content found in your video or you anywhere in a speeches. So make sure whatever content you use, either graphics, either any background video, or any things which is not a copyrighted or not to you free to use it, YouTube don't bother us. It don't bother us. If we found any copyrighted issue, audio, background audio or video, or any icons which is a copyrighted one, they will send notification to remove your content. And they will keep sending a notification until you remove content. If you don't do that, they will suspend our account.
Well, actually, I mean to say that, for example, I have only 32 subscribers in my YouTube channel, and if I upload more than like 1,000 videos and I don't have more subscribers, then I, I mean, is YouTube going to suspend my account or just block me from
No,
uploading
no,
more
no, no.
content just because I have less subscribers?
No. There is no limit. You can go. There is no limit.
So I can upload as much as I want and as long and as short as I can and I want. So it does not depend upon whether I have the subscribers or not, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. I'm looking forward to your video to come out. And like many of who are attending, looking forward to see your content very soon. Okay. If you need any help to writing anything blog or creating any content, feel free to drop a message to me. You can connect me on LinkedIn or part. I'll drop a link here also. And Simran also has my all the details. You can reach out to her to get that. I'll try to help as much as possible to help you and create the content.
Okay, I really have some few things in my mind about content, but I'm not able to decide on which content I want to go. And still, I also need to think about a script, how I want to go with the content, what content needs to include in my videos. All these things takes time, and creating the content and the scenario and the story that I want to share and what subject matters it would contain in it. I need to think about all of that, and it's really taking time and it's starting to decide. And since I have many topics I want to work on, I don't think only one YouTube channel would work. But I think with my YouTube channel, I am thinking of uploading different kind of random videos, not a specific one, but it would be really not good to have too many random things in one kind of YouTube videos. Some people do some like programming channels, some would do food and some would do makeup channels, and I would do all kind of things in one channel that would look really random, but I don't know if it is a problem to do it. But I will really have to decide on what I want to do. But like for every time and some kind of different is it a kind of content that would not take a lot of time on editing, since I have this hearing issue. So if I would speak a lot in the content and if I make mistake in there, I might want to go back to that content and edit it and then uh, cut out the one that is wrong. So it is really hard for me, since if I am making it in English, it would be like it would caption out. But if I am doing it in Nepali, it won't caption out. So I am really having tough time with that. So do you have any suggestions on it?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay. Keep trying it out. There's a period of time we will keep improvising and so okay. But don't hurry also keep immediately to upload anything indirectly. Do review one time or maybe get a review from the any of the your colleague or any other your mentor or anything, right? Try to review from somebody else when you're doing a very earliest time. Okay. And one thing we have to make sure that if you're creating a YouTube channel, we have to keep your you can say what type of content I'll put, either technical, either non-technical, food, or maybe makeup or whatever it is, right? You should not mix the content. I did this mistake. I was uploading my video recording of the nature also in my YouTube channel. Okay, that was not good thing. I should be keep only technical thing, whatever I'm learning it, that should I keep it there only. So focus on the specific area where you want to create a content and keep there that content only. Don't mix the content of the cross. Okay, I think Simran, we are good today. I'm really excited to see the content coming out from your audience. I'm looking forward to see that and guide you and more also if anything help required. Okay, Simran, you also feel free to reach out. If anyone reach out to you to getting help from me side, I'm really help. Don't worry about it. Bother like I'm bothering anything. I will help you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sure, sure. We'll stay connected on LinkedIn and on other platforms as well. So thank you so much for your session, and I hope that we are going to make use out of it and put it into action. So we'll stay connected. I think our formal session can end here. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending it as well. We can stop the recording now.
Yeah. Thank you for watching session. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to channel.